Bluetooth connected.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Whoa, yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, turn your mics on. Let's chant some chapter here. Hare Krishna. Welcome, TikTokers. I'm glad you come to join me. Sim today. All right. Let's see if we can get him stoned on Krishna's name. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Jai
Hare.
Shri Radhe.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Jai
Rama
Shri
Rama, Hare
Radhe.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna. Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Shri Advaita,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Nityananda,
Rama, Hare
Gauranga. Shri Advaita, Nityananda,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna.
Advaita, Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Gauranga.
Hare
Shri
Rama.
Advaita Nityananda.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Nityananda, Nityananda.
Nityananda,
Shri Krishna
Nityananda,
Chaitanya.
Gauranga. Nityananda,
Rama
Nityananda,
Nityananda, Shri
Gauranga.
Advaita Gadadhara.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri.
Krishna.
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya. Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya.
Nityananda.
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Nityananda Gauranga
Chaitanya.
Gaura Chandra
Hare
Vishvambara
Gaura.
Nima
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra
Hare
Gaura
Rama.
Chandra
Rama Rama.
Vishvambara Nima Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Oh, my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna Hare Hare Rama. Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna.
Shri
Rama Rama. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama 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 Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Shri
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
I get so purified with Lalita's chanting. I'm able to chant it ecstasy. Getting her darshan. So
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Chandra Jaya Guru Bhakta Vrinda.
what kind of mischief we can get into now. Who wants to be bad? Raise their hands. We have nothing but bad boys and bad girls here. We're bad. We're bad. Yes. Let's see if we can get Balaram's goat today. Let's see if we can get his goat. Let's see who he'll rescue today. Where's Sachi? Let's see here. What do we got here, man? We just got too many verses, man. Too much mercy, man. Too much. Okay, I'm gonna stick my hand in the bag and pull out something. It's like the lottery. Let's see if we win the lottery. You know, you just do I'll stick my hand in the bag. Let's see if we get a winning ticket here, a winning verse. Okay. I like that. Because it's too hard to choose, man. We roll the dice here and let's see, what do we got here? Madhavinda Puri's devotional service somewhere. Madhikanda, chapter 4. Text number 13. The deity of Gopinath in the temple of Ramuna was very attractive. Yeah. Lord Caitanya visited the temple and offered his obeisances with great devotion. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his obeisances at the lotus feet of the Gopinath deity. The helmet of flowers fell on the head of Gopinath fell and landed on the head of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the deity's helmet fell upon his head, Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu became very pleased, and thus he chanted and danced in various ways with his devotees. All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder, and due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love, his exquisite beauty, and his transcendental qualities. All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love, his exquisite beauty, and his transcendental qualities. Okay. So that's it, man. You know, can you perceive the intense devotion? See, what does it look like? What you see here? Yeah. Nobody knows how to discern. You gotta be taught how to discern transcendental qualities, and you can only be taught by those who relish them. Otherwise, it'll be like going to 40 or 50 classes about, talking about, that poor guru's never going to live this one down. You're going to go to all these classes about how to stimulate ecstatic devotion, ecstatic bliss, and it's not stimulated in you or anybody else. What a waste of time. I mean, you want to waste your time for a few lifetimes? That's why they say it takes many lifetimes. Narayan Maharaj said it takes many lifetimes before you can get prema. Well, one of the reasons is you don't show it, and you just speculate about what it is. Or you give a speculation, well, prema is like this. But how does anybody know unless you show it? That's why even the Narayan Maharaj devotees, they come and they look over here and they think, what's going on there? Well, here are your Raganuga devotees, Raganuga bhaktas, and your guru never showed you this. It's never been awakened inside you, and you expect to see what it is here? All you can do is go, sahaja, 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 like chicken heads, chicken brains. Sahajas, what? We can do these classes every day and ecstatic like this every day, inspired. Why would we be inspired if this wasn't real? How can you be inspired by unreality? You don't get any name or fame for the darn thing. Everybody just criticizes us. So what's the motivation? Must be tasty, huh? Look at poor Lalita. She gets ecstatic every day, shows prema bhakti, and all she gets are tomatoes, right? Well, she's not obviously doing it for name and fame. She's not as famous as Radhanath, and he doesn't even have a drop of ecstasy, never even seen a tear in his eye. Speaking about being, Brahman realized stuff. And Lalita, she has plenty of tears and everything. So obviously she's not doing it for name and fame. But these guys, they become famous without having any bhakti. What is this? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud or something. I don't know. Does this make sense to anybody, Balaram? Does this make sense to you? Tripurari, man, you gave your life to your guru, probably gave him a lot of money and all that stuff, and he's giving you the blessing. May you, Balaram, get bhakti in many lifetimes. Doesn't that make you a little angry? You get like, don't you think maybe you've been fooled? Here, go, Ari. You know, I didn't even ask you for that $20 over in the Walmart when I met you. You know, I think you got your money's worth already, right? He gave me $20. I thought, hey man, thank you. You know, he got his money's worth already. He probably gave Tripurari and all. These guys give all their money to build these huge temples, everything, but they get everything but huge bhakti. No huge bhakti. No, they don't even get anything. Once you just work. Ask Lalita, work in the temples all day. I mean, I guess that's okay if you're a chicken brain, you know, very neophyte. I knew I was going to get in trouble today. I felt it, man. I knew I was going to be a bad ass. Bad buttocks? Is that better? But do you see, does that make sense to anybody? I mean, after a while, why don't we just talk about the ridiculousness? How about the clown world of Vaishnavism? You know, it's got a clown world in this world now. You know, nothing but a bunch of clowns running it. We got a bunch of clowns running Vaishnavism now. It's Clownsville, man. Where's the bhakti? Isn't bhakti supposed to be the head of the sampradaya? Bhakti, you know, means bhakta with bhakti. What is this bhaktas without bhakti? Where did that all come from? Where did that originate from? It's not even in the friggin' books. What a master magician has tricked everybody to follow all these mundane gurus that don't have any bhakti. Gori, you know, thunderbolt's going to come from heaven because you said you don't believe in the gurus. You're darn right. That's why I have so much friggin' bhakti. And it's being given out here. You know why? Because Krishna and Prabhupada and the whole line is praised that somebody is calling a spade, and everybody else is afraid because they don't have love. How can love does not fear exist when love is really here? I have to prove it, man. I have to put these guys in their places. Neophyte gurus, all of them, including that Tripurari guy. Come up here and prove that you are qualified. Prove that you can bring people to Vrindavan like we do, or bring Vrindavan to them like we do. Prove it. Oh boy, I knew I was going to be bad, man. Bad boy, badass, man. Come on, man. Picking fights, man. Just like Lord Caitanya did it. When he was in his childhood passing, he's always picking fights, man. Him and his friends. I'm getting you trained up to pick fights. Lalita's already starting to pick fights. Even Amy, she's getting out there picking fights, man. You know, I noticed she gets up there and starts preaching. Definitely have got that money's worth. Kamalakant is so envious of me. He did that. Oh, Haridas, I'm going to take him down. You know. Did you see that thing? I wrote him back, man. He said, how does he do it over there? Why do these guys following him, man? You know, the guy's sitting on the beach, man, living in a 3,000 square feet apartment. 3,000 square feet. Are you kidding? My arms can reach to each side practically. Well, you know, a little bit more. I'm gonna get through his defense. You think he's gonna get through mine? He'll never get through mine. I'll get through his, man. My defense is Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya. How can you get through that? Impossible, impenetrable. He has faith in Gauranga's potatoes. I have faith in ecstatic devotion, man. We're gonna get you, Kamalakanta. We're gonna get you to drink this and eat this real food, man. Anybody else, even you TikTokers, if you hang out here long enough. What is this? Only one watcher? Oh, let's see there. Everybody's watching Maya, man. She's so fascinating. You guys should bring your attention over here, man. You're going to get your money's worth. Doesn't even cost you anything. You get your money, actually the real money now is data. They don't care about the dollar. Fiat currency is worthless. They know it. Everybody else is coming to know it. What they want is data, your data. See, they want your attention. See, your attention, your data, and that's what they use for their energy. See? You bring your attention here, you get something back. Over there, all it does is they get drained. Maya just drains you. That's what she does, man. She sticks a thing in you, sucks all your energy, and then you're like, you come here, man. I have unlimited renewable source of energy. Okay? It's called truth and ananda, unlimited revelation, realization. It gives real happiness, man, because everything's about being happy, isn't it? You have sex to be happy, right? Well, I commune with God to be happy. I don't even lose any energy. You have sex, I lose a lot of guys, at least. They lose energy. Like this, man. I just commune with the Lord, man. And get energy, life, and realization. There, everybody's dumbed down. They go and get intoxicated. They go have sex, and they do all those things. Not that I could have a beer. I could do all these things if I want. But I can do this. This is where the real energy is. This is where the real intoxication is. Yeah, intoxicated on the holy name. You get not dumbed down or dull. You become smarter. Isn't that amazing there, Lily? You become more and more smart, more and more happy. Oh, you become happier too. Everything else here is limited. You get a beautiful guy or woman and you have a little sex and you have some thing, and then it starts to go down, 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 down. Then you have to get the babies and everything to keep you busy, because you get tired of the person. They become such because you're both in Maya. You can't give anybody, and all you can do is sap energy from each other. That's the reality of it. It's illusion. It just becomes downhill. And then you just whittle away all your time, and then you die. Here, you commune with God every day, man. You come here, we'll give you the ability, man. We'll say, we'll birth Krishna in you. It's clean. We don't get any blood on our hands, man. It's great, man. We're midwives, no blood. It's immaculate conceptions here. Oh, yeah, virgin births. You're all virgins, man. You come here. I don't care how many prostitutes you had. You're just like virgins here. Ooh, are we nasty today? Or are we? Yeah, come get your virgin birth here, man. We only deal with virgins, even the most dacoits. You could be criminals and all that, and you come here, you're just virgins. We'll pop your cherry, get the Krishna to come up the birth canal up in here and pop out of your heart. And there he is. And then you'll just automatically, it's like when you got a baby in this world, comes down, right? And oh boy, then your problems start. But here, your baby comes up. See, the Kundalini type energy comes up into the heart and explodes. And there's Krishna, your baby, man. And what happens? Love awakens. Just like here, you love for down there, then love for the world awakens, a worldly kid there, right? And then they end up growing up, and then they're gone, and then where they die, and then you're lamenting and all this. Here, boom, man, Krishna's born, and then you fall in love, like Lalita. She's in love now, true love. Every day she shows you, I want to show you that I love my beloved man. I ain't ashamed of it. Yeah. Loving affairs are fantastic. Yeah. See, up birth. And if you still want any of that other stuff, you can do that for a while. No, Christians say, oh yeah, go, no problem. You go, you'll see that it's not up to standard, and it's it ain't gonna give you, it's troubles, yeah, and you'll just do more of this and less of that. You found something better, right? See, this is the philosophy, man. They can't teach the philosophy in Christian consciousness. You're supposed to cease these engagements by getting a higher taste, not by renouncing them prematurely or dryly. No, you come here, we'll give you the birth of Krishna, because that's what we do. That is the order. That is the empowerment. We've been anointed, not only Gaur-Haridas, many of us have been anointed by the Spirit of the Lord to what? Free the captives. That's you Vaidis up there under those gurus who have no real bhakti. No prema, man. No prema guru out there. They free you captives. You didn't know that. You thought your guru can deliver you without prema. Not what Prabhupada's book doesn't say that. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna, that's called prema bhakti, are certainly the spiritual master. That's what the book says, and you certainly can't awaken it if you don't have it yourself. Come on, try and sell a loaf of bread you ain't got. Come on, start thinking, you followers of fools, and you foolish so-called leaders. Somebody's got to humble you, guys. You need logic, clarity on the subject of what is bhakti, who is guru, right? Guru Tapa we teach. Yeah. Truth about guru. That's your foundation, man. Guru means they are what they are, man. They are a manifestation of the Lord's transcendental potency of this world, and they prove it, especially when deliverance is here. I'm not here to hide the truth, man. I'm here to reveal the truth. Is that so bad? Is that a bad thing to do? Can't I show that the reality, the only real thing in this world, TikTokers, is ecstatic devotion? And conclusive understanding and ecstatic devotion is the greatest treasure in the world, a pearl of many prices. Ooh, mean machine today, man. Govinda says, too afraid to call a spade, yeah.
Meaningful.
Meaningful. Yeah, no, it's time. This is the apocalypse. See? Apocalypse. We pucker up, man, and speak the truth. Reveal the truth, man. Hey, man, do you want Krishna or what? Do you want to dilly-dally here in the material world for many lifetimes? Follow these gurus who don't have any real bhakti. What are you talking about? Well, show us you got some real bhakti. Put your cards on the table, man. Just think this is a poker game. And Gaur-Haridas is saying he's calling your bluff. Show us you got a straight flush like us. Royal flush. Royalty's here. We make royalty here. We make the bloodlines here. Royalty bloodlines. Wait, you think those elites out there are royalty? Are you kidding? These guys don't have any character. All they do is they lie to you, they cheat you, they deceive you. What kind of, the truth is more powerful than lies, deceptions, and cheating. Yeah. You need the full truth, the two eyes. We got two eyes. No, we're not those one eyes out there. That's no. We have two eyes. See, we see the whole picture. Hey, that's why the demigods, that's why the good guys out there, you guys trying to fight these Illuminatis, you can't do it, man. Because you don't got your full range of vision. You don't see the whole picture of what's going on here, that even these guys, you fighters, you under the modes of nature, of goodness, and the demons under passion and ignorance, You're both under the control of the two-eyed one. See, that's why you see, man was made in God's image, right? God has two eyes and so does man, but this is where the image of that. And the ones that are controlling our world right now, they only got one eye open. They ain't got the two yet. You one eyes, come over here, we'll give you real eyesight. We'll give you 20/20 vision. You see the whole picture, everybody. Whether you're a demon or demigod, just lay down your swords, stop fighting each other, and come here and just see what it's all really about. It's about love, man. Loving affairs. You'll drop your weapons. There's no need for them, man. Well, what are you trying to control, man? Why are you trying to control millions of people in the world and get all these people on your side so you can fight when you can have the controller, you know? Yeah, he controls everything. He controls Klaus Schwab. He controls everybody, Trumps and the Bidens and all the millions of people in this world and all the people in the beings in the universe. And the Lord wants to give us that control over him, man. Here you can do that. And it doesn't cost you a dime. Of course, you can leave donations. Oh, we're not stupid. But you don't have to give anything. And you'll get the greatest treasure. See, control over the Lord, where everything comes from. And the best thing is happiness, see, because this relationship, we're all universally built for, whether you're a demon or a demigod, a human being, an insect. We're all meant to have this eternal relationship with God. That's our immortality. See, the needs of man, Lord Caitanya realized the needs of man universally is spiritual. Whether you're a demon or a demigod, you need to know your spirit, and yet you have an eternal relationship with this supreme spirit that's inexhaustible, unlimited, and he's a person. He's personal. He'll relate to you. Ask Lolita. She has a personal relationship with that being. See, but she has ecstasy. You know, you got to get that ecstasy. You got to get that birth, man. You got to see that baby, man. You got to see that Krishna. You come here and if it doesn't come out easily, we'll just do a transcendental cesarean on you. Man, just grab him, pull him out, and then put him in front of you. And you won't even feel it, you know, just push him out. Or push. Get that baby out, man. See, and then love awakens. See, because now you get the real Krishna is before you. Huh. All right, I don't know where the heck I was. Okay. So why don't you read there text number 17? This is chapter 4,
Okay.
Madhya Lila, text number 17.
Okay, thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. Oh, glory to you.
Actually, 16.
Okay. Oh, glory to Krishna Das.
This is a family of madmen and women.
Oh, glories, oh, glories. To Lord Caitanya, yeah, it's a family. It's an association family. It's all about association. Making each other mad. All the servants of the deity were struck. All the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu's intense love. His exquisite beauty.
Struck with wonder because they never saw it before. Just like now, they're like surprised. What is this? What is this? See, the Lord came here to show it, right? He wanted to show this exquisite, this love, this intense love. No, nobody has intense love. When you go see the deity like this is most of the world, the religious people. They're nice people, right? Good, and they believe in God, and probably go like this. But where do you see a love that's so intimate, with this intimate communion, and because it's God, it's very intense. Where do you see that? This is the only place I've seen it. Everybody's trying to hide it. Still, after 50 years after Prabhupada, they still want to hide it because that's all they know. Well, I have a different order, man. It's timely. People, the Lord He doesn't want to wait for many lifetimes for you to become ecstatic. You're going to die, and then if you saw an ecstatic devotee, you wouldn't, because you don't accept them here, how are you going to accept them there? In spirit. But that's why I was telling Evo, he was saying, well, what happens when I die? Where do I go? Well, I said, you accepted ecstatic devotees. You come see them. So that's where you're going to go. They want to associate with you. But if you don't accept them, if you don't accept their ecstasy and the conclusive truths and understanding that comes from that ecstatic worship, that pure worship, then what can be done? Then you automatically gravitate to liars. If you're in religion, there's always lies and deceptions and hypocrisy. You're going to go to teachers who haven't realized God really. Now, there's a bit of hypocrisy. You go in there to get God, but you don't get God. They can't give you what they don't have. Who has God? That should be the question everybody asks. Who has God? One who has a relationship with that Lord. Well, what does that look like? Well, the true God is transcendental and spiritual, and in this line as a person. Who do you see has the evidence of being in that relationship with the Lord, and not with the possibility of you being cheated because they don't show you? How do you know Narayan Raj wasn't cheating you? How do you really know? Let's get real. Let's get honest. Well, it's nothing to do with offense. It's called logic. It's called clarity. It's called critical thinking. How do you know? How do you know Radhanath can deliver you? How do you know? See, you got Narayan Raj who was not showing. And then you got Radhanath where, that's not even an issue. In ISKCON, you don't have to have ecstatic love to be guru. No, all you have to do is study, get a well-rounded view of the Vedas, and memorize verses and all that, and kiss some ass and politically get in there, maybe pay him some money. I don't know. Whatever they do by hook or crook to pretend that they represent the highest Dham in the universes, Vrindavan Dham, then they're going to bring you there. Yeah, just give Radhanath, and all of you represent all of them. Acharya Dev, Radhanath, you give them your worship, you give them lots of money and energy and time, and they're going to take you to the highest Dham in the whole universes, and not show you the qualities of those devotees who are residents of that place. How the heck are you going to get there? Well, we don't teach you where you're going, so hey, man, you believe us because we say we're gurus, and we say we know, and we say we can get you there, and you just believe us, just like in the world, right? Well, you're an authority. Well, you got the uniform on, you got the uniform. You people have a nice suit in there, and they got selected, not elected, selected because they kissed ass and they got their bag of money to be politicians. And you do same thing in religion. Yeah, you got somehow or other, by hook or crook, you got a guruship, and people, they chicken brains, Oh yeah, you must be Guru Dev because you got a nice orange dhoti, and everybody, all your clerks over there at the GBC say you're guru and that you're going to do. Okay, we believe believe in you. Don't come here. We'll remove that. We'll do brain surgery. We'll remove the chicken brain and put some common sense in there. We'll put the common sense chip in. Don't even have to do any surgery. No, it's magical here. It's kind of like those psychic surgeons, only better, where they go into your body, you can't even feel it, and they go in there and they pull out the disease. We'll do that. I don't even have to use my hand, man. It just comes out with the word, Go in there and pull out the chicken brains and put some real brains in there, man. You come here.
There is room for it.
You'll see the miracle. You'll just have all of a sudden no chicken brain. All of a sudden this stops.
Peanut heads with chicken brains.
All of a sudden that stops, and then you look over there and think, what? Why was I falling? Let's see. We'll give you common sense, All of a sudden you start to think like, oh, let's see. I came to Krishna consciousness because I thought I was going to get God, a relationship with God. I would be delivered eternally. And these guys are not even delivered, or they say they are, but they don't show it. They don't demonstrate. I got to blindly believe them. Boy, I went to Gohari's class and my chicken brain disappeared. All of a sudden I can start to think straight. Like, wait a second, man. Are these guys any better than I am? How can you just believe they're better than you because don't you see I'm better than you? I got a suit on. Isn't that what the politicians do for the masses? Don't you see we're better than you? I got a nice suit on and I'm sitting on the seats, in the Senate there. Don't you see I'm better? And I'm going to run let me run your life and all that stuff. You got these gurus saying, we'll run your life also. How do you know they're any better? Usually they're worse than you, because I wouldn't do things that these gurus and these politicians do. I wouldn't want to cheat people. And there's a lot of nice people that follow them, but they don't know they're cheated. So many people here, they're drinking Coca-Cola. Why? Because the authorities say it's great to drink Coca-Cola. Nice people, but they it's all who you believe. See, can you imagine Bhagavad Gita 10:10? Let's take that famous verse that we made famous. See? To those who worship Krishna, the Supreme Lord, the Transcendental Lord, man, with transcendental qualities, with intimacy, called ecstatic prema, okay? Ecstatic love, ecstatic prema. I give them the real understanding, real transcendental knowledge. Why wouldn't you want to go to that person to learn about real Krishna consciousness from somebody who proves they have that relationship? Not afraid to prove it because I don't want blind believers. I want to know what you're getting into. This is a one-way trip here, man. Don't come here if you don't want to go to God and be there forever. Don't come here unless you want to transcend the matrix. This thing here, the illusion. If you want the illusion, we'll go to these gurus who can't prove that they can deliver you. They don't show that, like in the books it says, those who awaken ecstatic devotion are certainly guru. And you don't see any of that. You don't even know what it is. You never even thought it was an issue. Oh, it's a very big issue, people. It's the most important issue in Krishna consciousness, especially now, simply because we know. And we can do.
Yeah, a real guru needs to be capable to show you Krishna's face instead of a picture.
Yeah.
That's how you recognize him.
Yeah. Picture, you can say, well, Krishna looks like this. How many different pictures are there of Krishna? But which one is the right one? Krishna is transcendental. He has transcendental qualities. You got to see those qualities manifested in the person of the devotee, in the temple of the devotee's body. That's why they come here. They got to come here to show you God. When you see them, you see that friend, that intimate friend that you don't see yourself because you're cut off from all that, all the stuff in the way and all the blind believing you've been doing, all the bullshit you've been accepting, all the lies, all the trickeries, all the deceits and the deceptions, all covering that relationship. That's called contamination, man. You got to meet a devotee who has this pure, they're purified by this ecstatic worship. You think I'd be able to do this day in and day out if this ecstatic relationship was there? The Lord cleanses me. That's the only way. I can't do this on my own. That's why they can't even do it. That's why they got to have another criteria, because they can't come up to this standard. You know, and I'm showing it's not about like what you wear, you know, or who has authorized you of that mundane community of gurus. What kind of guru can authorize what's going on here? They don't even know what it is. None of them. They're all speculating about what it is, and all let's do the no-show for the chicken brains. Yeah. They'll believe our bullshit. Come here, let us get that chicken brain out. You won't even notice it. All of a sudden you go, wow, I can think straight now.
A no-show guru is not merciful at all. He doesn't want to show Krishna to his disciples. What kind of a guru is that?
Probably a liar, a cheater, a deceiver. And they could be well-intentioned. You think Maya doesn't trick people that are sincere? I mean, you know, sincere. You can be so sincere in everything, but unless you meet an ecstatic devotee and come in the line and accept them because they deliver you, they're the only ones that can. That's why Jesus was a deliverer. Moses didn't deliver anybody. The prophets didn't deliver anybody. They gave good and wise teachings and rules and regulations. Prabhupada, maybe Jayananda and Vishnu John, but not generally delivered. You look how many people we've delivered already. Why? Because deliverance is given to do here, right? It's logical, right? You can ask quite a few of my disciples, are you delivered? Are you delivered, Lalita? Are you sure? You know any doubt? Can Radhanath come up and say, you're not delivered, and you believe his
No.
because he doesn't believe. I'm sure he doesn't believe you're delivered. Why would I follow a guru who wouldn't believe that Lalita's delivered when you can see it all over her face? She looks drunker than a skunk on the name. Totally intoxicated. Look at that, man. She looks like she had 4 bottles of wine. Look at her. Look, this is the way the deities look. Literally, you go in India, they paint them sometimes nicely, where they have very intoxicating look, like Lalita there. Or you see Johan, or Janaki, a lot of devotees, Govinda. Yeah. Hey man, we deliver here. You know what Elon says? One of the things to do, keep your promises. And we do that. I like that because it's hard to keep promises. I have to let the Lord keep the promise, you know. I just say it and let him make good on it because that's the way it works. Watch the works the Lord is doing. Go ahead, what?
It's really happening. Because this connection to the real source, because you are the true vine, you can keep the promise because you're so sure that it's coming from the real source. It's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Balaram says, it's obvious that evil materialism took over ISKCON when dear Srila Prabhupada passed away. It was already there still. I mean, that's why he taught rules and regulations. He was transcendental. But who else was? Well, you think those leaders, there wasn't even one that's transcendental. There's not even one now that's transcendental. Not even one. Because you don't see, they got to get shiksha. You'll be, if you stay here and you take this to your heart, you'll be transcendental before Tripurari or before Radhanath or any of them. If you take this to your heart and develop the kind of faith that some of my what do you call, disciples, certain ones, they're somehow or other, they're all in, Are you all in, Lalita?
I'm all in, Guru
I
Maharaj,
didn't
and
have
I
to
take
ask.
siksha. I take siksha, and I'm not easy. I take siksha
Yeah.
from a guru, from who prema emanates, so that he can take me out of this darkness of ignorance. Otherwise, it has no use. Why do I need to have a siksha guru? If it's only theory, then I can read it myself as well. I don't need that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. See, logic. But they, so anyway, we're here to help people think. Yeah. See, here, what's the difference between here and with like ISKCON gurus or Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math or even the Radhakumbha? The difference here, you become as good as guru here, but not in a false ego. The Lord gives you what I have. You get ecstatic devotion. I got it. You got it. Look, my disciples have made progress to that point, and usually pretty quickly. They got ecstatic devotion too. They get intoxicated on the name like I do. See? And then you shine in your unique relationship with the Lord. I can't do what Lalita does. She's very unique. It's so beautiful to see the uniqueness of devotees. I can't be like Fanny even. You see her uniqueness shines, and Amy's and Janaki's and Govinda's. They're like jewels. We got jewels. Man, that's why I don't believe in them. They don't see the jewels are here, man. I'm surrounded by jewels. God's jewels, man, that last forever. Our relationships are forever.
It's so fantastic.
Mary's all in too. All right. That's what I like to hear. That's great, man. I just wanted to hear you say it there, Sachi.
It's so fantastic.
Well,
Krishna wants to have friends and he makes them.
Huh?
Krishna wants to have friends, so he makes them.
Yeah, and that's proof, because just like Krishna makes friends, the guru makes friends. And Prabhupada, it was very much like, you could say like Prabhupada with his disciples is like, but it's not even that like that yet. Krishna and Vaikuntha devotees who are more awe and reverence, okay? No, you don't really see, it's the same God on the deepest level, Krishna and Vrindavan, the same God as Vaikuntha. But how much does that God reveal? It's the same thing with Guru. How much did Prabhupada reveal, intimately? See, it's the word. Remember, we talked about how important it is for the preaching of the word, not just the writing of the word or reading the word. That's where the people are reading the word, but you hear the word. Like if you hear Prabhupada's deep revelations and realizations that from a devotee who has realized them, oh, is that powerful? It brings you on a whole level of worship. You start to understand these ecstatic devotees like Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod. Okay? Well, you look at Johan, he's a kind of a scholarly type. He loves reading these different devotees stuff, the deep stuff of Krishnadas Kaviraj. He understands. Why? Because of bhakti, man. He's happy now because he's been reading those books. God, who would read Prabhupada's books 5 times? Only a sincere person. These gurus, I don't think, read them 5 times. Janaki read and read also.
Now you have a whole list who are all in, Guru Maharaj. Look,
Huh?
you have a whole list. I'm all in. Govinda, Sachi.
Wow, let's see.
Alarama, Janaki, John Andre.
Yeah. Wow, got a lot of all-ins already. You like this preaching? Aren't I bad? Aren't I a bad boy? How come you got faith in a bad guy like me, calls gurus chicken brains and their followers chicken brains?
He's naughty like Krishna.
Naughty. Oh. You and all, I know you're all in, Amy.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rajiv, all too. Yeah, Rajiv. God, that's amazing. And when you're all in, it's not a blind belief thing. You'll feel it in your heart that Krishna's pleased with you. Otherwise, you don't have, if you're really all in with the guru and you're not feeling liberated and freed and everything, if you're sincere, the Lord will eventually lead you to a real guru where you'll feel that that you're progressing just by your faith. You're justified, just like St. Paul said. I always loved Paul's preaching. He was always right on the money, and he was dealing just what we're doing here. You are justified before God, the true Lord, by your faith. You're justified by faith, man. You're justified. So justified means that's the justice. See, justified justice. So people are thinking, well, it's a just Lord, right? Just Lord means you do good deeds and then you justify. But St. Paul had it. He knew really clear stuff. He said, your justice, your doing good deeds, your rules and regulations are like filthy rags before the true Lord. See? You're justified by faith in Jesus because Jesus was sent by God. And at that time, he was the one. He's still the one, Actually, all the devotees are the one. But the Lord will give you a living guru that's the one. See? And if you develop faith in him, you're justified by your faith, and boom, you start to get real bhakti. Usually faster than you can handle it. Really, and then you want to put the brakes on. That's what I've seen here. Oh, wait a second. Don't take all these things away so quickly. See? But you're justified by your faith. You're justified by your faith in the word, right? And you follow the word, Oh yeah, Gohari says turn your camera on regularly. Yeah, and you go and do that, and all of a sudden your problems go away. All of a sudden your bhakti develops just from that. And these guys are busting their butts, man, from guru to their followers, doing all these rules, man, going on all these pilgrimages, going, spending all this money to go to Vrindavan and see their gurus and all that stuff. And you guys, like Amy, haven't even met the girl, man. Look at her, making all kinds of progress just because she's justified by faith in a real guru. I cannot... Even Arjuna, Krishna said, Arjuna, you say it. Your word will come true. My devotees' words come true. You're justified by faith. The Lord is really, really, really working here in a transcendental way. I've said it, and if whoever gets it in their heart will get real bhakti, man, forever. That is the job here. Very simple thing. I don't have a big big curriculum here. Just come here, hear Hari Katha, chant with it, make friends with the devotees here, and go back to Godhead. No, get Godhead come to you. You'll see, you come and listen, and I'll show you how clear this preaching is. I'll prove it, how logical it is. I'll prove you what's what in this world. And just because it'll just yeah, of course. You look at the verses, they light up, man, like a fire. Your happiness increases leaps and bounds. Do that or go over there where it's not happening, man. Go through the many lifetime path. Or do you want the pie today? What, apple pie? We'll give you the whole pie. Let's see, Amy says, you are not a bad guy. You are the greatest guy. The most compassionate of all, even if you bark sometimes to get your point across. It all comes from your unlimited source of love. Well, it comes from the Lord. I ain't got jack diddly squat. I keep begging him every day. I'm just a beggar, man. Oh, TikTok. Forgot about you guys. Yeah. Yeah, read on there, Lolita. A little bit more. What time is it over there, too?
9:30.
So it get a little bit late.
It's
Okay, a
okay.
little bit. It's okay? Yeah, okay, a little bit more.
For me, it's okay. If it's still okay for you.
Well, yeah, go ahead, read a little more. It's okay for a little bit.
All the deity, all the servants of the deity were struck with wonder due to Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu's intense love. His
Now, see, that's what it's all about. Intense love. Where do you see that? You see that any other place but here? Intense love? Did you ever consider that that is important in Krishna consciousness? Why would it not be when our Krishna consciousness is based on the love of Lord Caitanya, that intense love? What do you think it's going to be? Wimpy love? Or intense? What does intense look like? Love look like? What you see here. Doesn't that make sense? Isn't that logical, people? Intense love looks like what it looks here. Where other planet do you see anything else that looks like intense love that Lord Caitanya had, that he gave, that we give? Any other place? If not, everyone should be here. That just for the quality of intense love. Because what happens with intense love? You realize Krishna. You can taste Krishna. You can eat him like the best ice cream cone you ever had in your life. He's full of all flavors. You think 31 flavors is a lot? My God, you haven't eaten Krishna yet. The Krishna cone. We're going to have oh, you didn't know. You didn't see my 31 flavor hat, huh? We're giving out Krishna cones. Come, get a scoop of Krishna, man. It never ends, man. That scoop it melts and then it appears again and melts again. Melts in your mouth.
Yeah, it's like David Balaram says, intense love is not allowed in the big institutions, but they are preaching God is love, Krishna is love, Jesus is love, but you can't see it.
Yeah. See, intense love, you're right, it's not allowed. All the people are institutionalized without it. Intense love gets you out of the institutions. You don't need the institution. You're freed of the institute. Everybody that's more or less insane because they don't have that intense love and they're not clear, they keep them in the institutions, to be ruled by people who can't really help them very well. Yeah, go ahead there, Lolita.
Yeah. So, his exquisite beauty.
See, exquisite beauty is when you look at Lolita. Here's a good example. That's called beauty. See? Beauty of ecstatic devotion. See? It's amazing people don't see it. Nobody teaches them what is real beauty. That beauty that Lolita has, that beauty of ecstatic devotion, is forever. And the body goes, but that beauty of that ecstatic devotion is inherent in her spiritual body. If she took another material form like this, the beauty would be there. You could see the symptoms of it and the signs of that. You guys out there, who is preaching to you these truths? Is this not the revelation, the realization? Isn't this, why read the scriptures if you don't understand them? And you can't manifest and teach people what real beauty is. Real beauty, look at those TikTokers. That's called real beauty there. Ecstatic devotion and the symptoms of the tears and the ecstasy. That's the Lord. He's very jovial. He cries a lot. He laughs a lot, and it shows in this ecstatic prema emanates from that. That's beauty. That could be, you could be an ugly duckling, and if that's in you, you think, wow, this is the most beautiful person in the world. Well, if you're a devotee, of course. If you're not, you're looking on the body. Oh, the body is, I don't know, man. I'm looking for the hourglass body, man. And inside that body, usually is a piece of is junk, garbage, man. False ego, egotistical men and women. You ever see that inside those bodies? They're all full of false ego and material desires for all kinds of things. And they're just thinking about going to the next party and taking drugs, all in a nice casing, right? And smiling and looking. It's like, hey, man, I'm a fly trap, man. I'm a trap. I'm here to trap everybody. See, that's called illusion. See? Or people go to people, they marry them for wealth. You know, think, oh, that's beauty is the wealth and all that. See? Lalita, you want to marry Lalita, marry her for the bhakti, not for wealth. You know, this is the thing. People are stupid. That's why, you know, and then they can't, oh, I don't want Lalita with her beauty. I don't care about that beautiful ecstasy and all that. I just want wealth, man. You know, isn't that what life is about? Even on the Vaidhi level, it really comes down to that.
Oh yeah, Vaidhi.
And then that bhakti, I don't care about this. Just give me the wealth. See, it always comes down. That's Krishna's teaching, the lesson. Greatest lesson. Yeah. Hard lesson, but it's a lesson, man, you know. The mode of goodness, there's always cheating in it. Doesn't matter. You could be a nice Vaidhi bhakti, you know, and follow the rules and cultured and all that stuff. But the bottom line, you get down to it, they don't give a shit about bhakti, devotion. That's how I learned from my disciples too. I have all kinds of experiences. Then I also learn from my disciples. I see what they go, interesting. Boy, Maya's very tricky.
Krishna is arranging all kinds of situations to teach us.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. But we got the treasure. That's the main thing. You know, the real treasure is the Lord. Really, it really is.
Freddy says in religion they always talk about things they don't have.
Yeah, here we talk about things we do have. See, that's the difference. See, so that's hypocrisy. They talk about things they don't have. We talk about things that we do have because they're glorious. You know, talk about to explain it, to help people get clear about what is bhakti, where is the real path. The real path is right here in front of everybody. The real path is the devotee that is actually a flute of Krishna that the Lord is using to deliver others and proving it. I mean, how much more clear can you get? We have not delivered enough people, have not taught what deliverance is, shown what deliverance is from the point of logic and clarity and spiritual power even. Yeah, in a nice comedic way, interesting, you know, very, very theatrical. Vrindavan is very theatrical. Very creative way too. Look how we deliver people, very creative ways. The Lord also, he delivered them very creatively. It was like a paintings, how he delivered people, literally very unique and unique situations. All of us here have been through unique situations. Here, unique.
Yeah. How can you serve Krishna in those temples, in those institutions? How can you serve him? If Radha is not there, he won't come. You can't serve him, he won't come. Yeah. Simple.
Yeah, it's okay for beginners, and that's why Prabhupada and the Bhaktis, they knew you'd have to transcend the temples. Because it can't grow in there. It's stunting the growth. Yeah. So anyway, we're often running to the races. we're off to the races. Yeah. All right. Let's play a song. I think I'm going to stop a little bit.
Okay,
It's late
thank you
for
very
everybody.
much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What song? Which one? I'll do whatever one you say.
The funny song, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. Let's see. We're going to Fanny. What song should I do? She's not here. Probably. It's late.
She's here.
Oh yeah, Fanny. What song should I play? Let's take a vote. You know the songs generally. Okay.
She was here. Yeah, there she is. Yes, she says the funny song.
The Fannies. Okay.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name.
See you later, TikTokers. Thank you for coming, TikTokers.
He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Yashamati Nandana, Brajapadana, Haribo, Haribo. Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Yezuki.